So, tell me, Sam, is ketchup chips your favorite flavor of chip?
No,
Is it
it's
salt and
not.
vinegar?
I'm just really lost right now. I
As
can't
like, I mean,
joke.
yeah, like I asked you a question about chips, and it's like you looked at me like I asked you, like, did you know that your whole family is dead?
Yeah,
Like,
I
you looked at
can't
me like,
I can't think about this right now. I can't. I love ketchup chips. I love them so much. And I definitely feel like distance from salt and vinegar, my old fave. Dill pickle feels real far away right now. But
no,
like
never been
and
into dill pickle.
like at the end of the day I do love me just some like classic Lays, just like the
Yeah,
saltiness is mwah, 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 mwah.
I
It's
do
so
love
good.
classic Lays.
It's
Okay, no, no,
so
no.
so
Now,
good.
flat cut or wrinkle or like crinkle cut.
Flat cut for everything except Ruffles. Ruffles is the only company allowed to do like ruffle potato
Oh,
chips. No one
I,
else is
I
allowed.
I misheard you. I thought you said you prefer every other kind of crinkle cut aside from Ruffles, and I was like, "Are you fucking insane?" Like,
Ruffles is the only company allowed to make. Man, have you ever had a goddamn no-name wrinkled chip? It's garbage. It's hot, stinky garbage.
some
It's so
Humpty
awful.
Dumpty
And then like
fucking crinkle cuts.
yeah, and like Lay's tried it, like they really, really tried it. But at the end of the day, like Ruffles understands that in order to fully appreciate the texture, the crinkle has to be very close together. Lay's and No Name are too wide. They're simply
Yeah, for
too
sure.
wide. The
Yeah,
ridges are too wide.
yeah,
Ruffles is those nice small ridges, and like because of the multiplicity of the ridges, they trap more of the flavoring inside and they taste better is my
yeah,
science behind
yeah.
it.
Because it's the divots of salt. Yeah.
Exactly, and there are these little like flavor bursts. It's like
Mm.
it's even more salty and more whatever flavor you have. All dressed Ruffles are also acceptable. Salt and vinegar Ruffles are the best. I don't really eat any of the other flavor of Ruffles. I know there are other kinds, and it's not like my regular potato chip rant where it's like, oh, stop trying, although they do have like a loaded baked potato flavor, which is just so infuriating.
Yeah,
But
like
like,
what salt did you dust this chip with to get loaded baked potato? Like
well,
what did you have to turn
exactly.
into dust?
Regular salt, probably, because it's already a potato. It's already a. And I said I wasn't gonna go there, but
Yeah.
like. So yeah, so the other flavors of Ruffles aren't really my favorite. I really only like the three flavors, but those three flavors hold me down so
Right.
well, so
Oh
so well
yeah.
with the
Yeah.
flavor. They really do. They
I
pack
think
a they pack a huge punch.
I'm pretty the same when it comes to chips. Like I don't mind, like I'm not like you. I'm not like a crusade against like crazy chip flavors, but at the same time, I don't go out and buy them because I do much prefer the classic flavors when it comes down to it.
Yeah,
When the chips are
yeah,
down, I
yeah.
prefer the classic chips.
When I'm standing in that chip aisle and I'm like, I want to have a good time tonight, I reach for the regular Ruffles. I reach for
Mhm.
the classic Lays. I
Yeah.
reach for, the Miss Vickies,
All
Like
dressed?
I'm
You
not
fan of all dressed?
oh my god. I gotta hand it to them. President's Choice makes a loads of line like so like there's lots of different kinds of foods in this line. They have like frozen dinners, they have like ice cream, which like is my favorite thing of all time, and they also make like chips. So they make a loads of all dressed creamy dill pickle and sour cream and onion. The loads of all dressed chip
Real
is
good?
just the best thing that has ever happened to me, to
Okay.
my family, and to everyone, to the world.
You're the
Really,
best thing that's ever
truly.
happened to your family, Sam.
We'll see about that. Well,
Yeah.
no, we won't see about that. I just feel like that's debatable. But yeah,
uh,
if you are in a Loblaw store, like a Superstore or a Zayres or a Loblaw or something like that, um, take a chance on the loads of line. The chips, the ice cream, and they make like frozen
yeah.
entrees. They make like loads. They make like a pasta bake. It's like loads of like chicken and broccoli. So it's like
Oh,
it's like
so
a
hang on.
chicken
Whoa, whoa.
casserole, but there's like extra chicken in it.
Wait, hang on. Pause for a sec. I thought we were talking about potato chips. What are you fucking
We
talking
were,
about?
but talking about potato chips led to flavors, which led to me talking about PC loads of, which led to me talking about the PC loads of line as a whole, because they don't
Okay.
just make potato chips,
So,
as I have iterated literally 2 seconds ago.
well, you
They
didn't.
also
You
make
just.
ice cream and frozen entrees.
Can you get all dressed ice cream? Can I get sour cream and
No,
pickle ice
because it
cream?
doesn't apply to ice cream. You are infuriating me. Oh my god.
But yeah, sure. I'll check out those chips. I'll give those chips a shot.
Yes,
What do
you
you
should. They're so good.
what's your opinion on Pringles?
Garbage. All novelty and no bite. Just the
Really?
worst. Such
That's a
trash.
bold. That's
Trash. Yeah. I think we're all lying to ourselves. I think the novelty of the can is masking our taste buds and the actual bad time that we're all having. And I think we should stop lying to ourselves. It's like pizza. You and I were tweeting the other day, like pizza hate, and then like that tweet just like opened up the algorithm to a bunch of pizza hate.
Yeah.
And I saw it for like a whole morning, and I was just,
That must have been very, very vindicating for you.
I had never felt so validated in my life.
Yeah.
Hearing that other people also have woken up and realized that pizza is not good and that we deserve better. You know, we deserve a better Canadian chain of pizza than pizza.
Well,
Like,
that whole thing started with that one tweet. This girl tweeted like, first of all, pizza is trash tier food, but if you're gonna get pizza, get it from Pizza. And it's like, are you fucking insane?
Someone was like, are you fucking wrong?
Like that might be, honest to God, Sam. Like, I understand I tweeted this already, but that might be the worst take on the internet. Like, like worse than any other take.
That is like saying, you know, cookies are trash anyways, but if you're gonna eat a cookie, get Dad's oatmeal cookies, you know? Like,
yeah, like, really.
You don't have a palate. I'm sorry, you just don't have a palate. Have you ever had Dad's cookies before? Like the oatmeal cookies?
Yeah, of course I've had, yeah. Of
course
I've had Dad's cookies.
Like, you're better off eating Pebbles.
Yeah, you're like hockey pucks.
I will never forget. So, story time. And like, obviously I've grown past this, but this is another little Sam story of me just like being the worst. My mom wanted me to go to my uncle's cottage. My uncle has this cottage, far, far away. Like, it's honestly like a 5 or 6 hour drive.
Yeah, like where Shrek lives.
Yeah, basically. It's so weird. It's like, you have to cut through a Jewish summer camp to get to it. It's so weird.
Through the summer camp? What?
Through the summer camp. Yeah. So you just like, you go through there and there's like a bunch of Jewish kids just like at summer camp. I don't know.
Right.
He has a very isolated cottage, and it's like there's no electricity, there's no running water, there's no like, it's basically camping with a structured roof over your head.
Right.
And
yeah. It's a building.
And as a kid, I didn't super like going there because
well, for obvious reasons.
Yeah. I don't know, like,
you're not really a rough it type.
I guess I mean, I can if I must, you know. I'm not so dainty and delicate that I can't rough it for a couple of days.
I'm not calling you like a baby or a pussy.
I went camping as a kid, you know. I did all of that stuff. I'm not afraid of dirt. I'm not afraid of, you know, getting my hands dirty. I just don't like to if I don't have to.
It wouldn't be your ideal vacation.
Yeah, so my mom was like, go with your uncle and your cousins, just go. It's summertime, you need to go outside, blah, blah, blah. So I go, and my uncle and my cousins have always eaten a lot healthier than I have. Like, they like, it's, and they're those people who, like, it's not that they are purposely trying to eat healthy, they actually don't like sweets and like snacks. That must be
nice.
Yeah, like they don't yearn for it. They don't crave it. I'm like, what is that like?
Yeah, I have no idea what's that like. I've been hopelessly addicted to sugar my whole life.
We're making this drive up, and like, we're kids, so like, we're kind of hungry. We want snacks. And my uncle's handing us all like fucking vegetables, trash, goddamn fruit, get it out of my face. And like, I'm not so much of a brat as to say like, where are the cookies? Like, I'm not gonna say that.
You got any caramel for these apple slices? This is bullshit.
I would like, do we have any snacks? Yes. Okay. What do we have? And he was like, vegetables. And I was like, cool. Is there anything else? And he was like, fruit. And I was like, cool. Is there anything else? He's like, I got some trail mix. And I was like, in my head, I'm like, oh, fucking kill me. Cool. Anything else? And
Yeah.
then my cousin was like, he has dad's cookies, but they're awful. And I was like, what are dad's cookies? And he was like, oh, like, here, they're my favorite cookies. Like, they're not awful. They're like, you're being too hard on them. And I tried one, and like, I almost broke my kid teeth on them because they're hard as rocks. Like,
lost all your baby teeth in one bite.
How does a manufactured cookie designed to be eaten? You know, like, I understand hard cookies if you baked them and then something happens in the baking process and you fuck up and they're harder than usual, you know? But like,
sure.
These cookies were made on a conveyor belt using a recipe that is like decades old. Like, how do you mess this up? How do you on purpose make the hardest cookie that you can possibly make? Like, get out of here with this shit. Get out of here with that. And then you have the audacity.
Dad's cookie. Were you born in the 1960s and nothing good is in your life?
Dad's cookies are for people who grew up getting oranges for Christmas. Like, it's not. Yeah. It's not.
They make chocolate oranges specifically for Christmas. Just get those ones.
Oh,
you ever had one of those chocolate oranges?
No, I love Terry's chocolate oranges.
Those are great too, Terry's chocolate oranges. Well, the thing with Terry's chocolate oranges when I was a kid is like I always thought they were supposed to taste like oranges, have like an orange hint to it, but they really are just chocolate.
No, they have a hint of orange to them. What are you talking about?
All the ones I've ever gotten is just like chocolate flavored, just like it's just chocolate in the shape of an orange.
No, Terry's chocolate oranges are supposed to taste like a little bit like orange. Maybe they make it. Maybe, you know. Maybe because there was, like, the novelty of Terry's chocolate oranges is that you, like, have this, like, ball of chocolate and then you smack it and it, like, falls apart and you have these little, like, wedges of chocolate.
Little orange slices, yeah.
So maybe, like, but, like, orange and chocolate isn't exactly a popular, like, flavor combo, you know? Like, people like it, but people also definitely skip it in, like, pot of golds and, like, you know, chocolate boxes and stuff like that. So maybe they made a milk chocolate variety, and that's what you got, but I've always known Terry's chocolate oranges, because my dad loves them, and we get them in his stocking every year.
Oh, that makes sense, being that his name is Terry.
Yeah, exactly. It was, like, the joke. Haha, Terry likes Terry's. But
so funny. Oh my god.
So hilarious. Year in and year out. But
every year.
Every single year. But I've always had them taste like chocolate and orange. Just like like a smidgen of orange to it. Just like
maybe they make two different varieties. I've only ever received them as gifts. I've never purchased a Terry's chocolate orange.
Like bought one. Yeah.
Never gone in my way. Although, okay, we got far away from this conversation, but I want to go back to something, Sam. What's your favorite kind of? We're talking about cuts of chips. What's your favorite kind of French fry to eat? Like, if you had to like pair a French fry, potato fry like that.
Yeah, I answered this on Twitter a couple days ago, but I truly do like steak cut, like a thick fry.
Like the chips, like what English people would describe as chips. Like, those are the best,
like,
the fucking best.
The kind of chips that you get on the side of the highway when you're on a road trip.
Totally, yeah. You go to stop by a chip truck, you get a nice
chip
poutine,
truck fries,
get some poutine, get some gravy on said
poutine. Don't make fun of the way I say poutine.
I'm making fun of the way that poutine is pronounced.
Exactly, I say it correctly. Yeah, those are my favorite. I will say though, I do love me a New York fry. You know, like New York fries and like the mall food court.
Oh, you like the actual like the establishment, not like fries from New York. Like
I
don't
know if that's New York style fries. Maybe it is. I don't know, which is weird because I've been to New York. I should have like looked into that when I was in New York last year. But
excuse me, sir, do you know where the New York fries is? I'm looking for the New York fries.
Style fries, sir.
Hey, fuck out of my face, you kid! Stomp your throat out. It's right over there, by the way.
You tourist trash! Get out of my city.
What are you, Canadian? I'm sorry.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry for existing. That's all that going to New York is just apologizing for existing. It's like, sorry, I'm here. Sorry, I came here on purpose. I'm so sorry I got here. Oh my god, I flew in. I apologize. I'm so sorry. I'm a tourist. I'm a filthy, disgusting. I'm so sorry. Is that Maury?
Really
is that Maury Povich? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I just had a celebrity sighting. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I had a celebrity sighting and I got excited about it. I apologize.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I came here for vacation. Oh, I'm really
Yeah.
sorry. Can I get a piece of pizza, please? Can I just have like a small piece of pizza? Little pizza, please. You should have went to Pizza in New York. Maybe it's better.
There is no pizza in New York because New York knows better. It's also a
Yeah,
Canadian
really.
only chain, so there's that. But
Yeah. Thank
it's
God.
also like the rest of the world knows better
Yeah.
than to
Trapped
have
in one
pizza.
country. It just happens to be the country we
Garbage,
live in.
just such garbage. The worst New York pizza place. The worst New York pizza place is better than Pizza. Like I stand by that.
I need to try. I need to try. I mean, I've only ever had like good New York pizza because I've only been to New York once, and like when you're on vacation, typically speaking, you're gonna go to restaurants that you are like interested in and like you'll enjoy more than likely.
Yeah,
So, if
seem
I lived
highly
in New
recommended.
York,
Yeah,
I'd make a point to like try all sorts of different pizza places.
yeah. I tried a couple when I was in New York last year. And by a couple, I mean literally a couple. I mean two. I didn't eat a lot of pizza. um, but yeah, New York pizza is quite good. I feel like the type of pizza though depends on the borough that you're in. Like the only place where I had pizza were in Brooklyn and Manhattan. So like I don't know. I've heard like Staten Island pizza is like a whole different beast.
Right.
Bronx pizza is probably a little different. Like
I wonder what's considered the
I
best.
don't
Like,
know.
what do New
I don't know.
Yorkers consider the best pizza?
You're never gonna get one opinion on that.
No, I bet I
No,
could
that's
find
no.
something
There's
here.
no
You know?
universal. I mean, like that's the thing, right? That's what New Yorkers argue about. Is like, where's the best pizza in New York? And then all the New Yorkers are like, that's not the best pizza in New York. This is the best pizza in New York. That's not the
Yeah.
best pizza. This is the best pizza in New York. Hey, hey, why don't you give me your fucking head and I'll take you to where the best pizza in New York
Yeah.
is? And it's just
I'll
like
drag you by the
a whole
fucking
mess.
nose, and I'll show you where the best goddamn
Yeah.
pizza in New York is. You piece of shit.
Hey, I'll take your fucking head and I'll hold you by your toenails and I'll dip you in the Hudson in the middle of January and then we'll go and get a fucking pizza if you're not too frostbitten to enjoy flavor anymore, eh? Maybe
Yeah.
we'll do that.
Maybe I'll take you to the lake and shoot you in the head and throw you in the liver. You piece of shit. All right, so according to Google, I decided to Google highest rated pizza places in New York City. A place called
Yeah.
Joe's
See,
Pizza.
places, more than one.
Yeah. Wait, so no, hang on. Not Joe's Pizza. Fuck Joe's Pizza. There's two places. Prince Street Pizza has a 4.6 on Google, which is like, that's pretty high. And then Rubriosa also has 4.6 in Google. So those two places, congratulations. You have the highest rated pizza place in New York City.
And yet every time I watch a comedian from New York, they never and they have a bit about pizza. They never talk about any of those pizza places. Like I've never heard of any of them.
Oh yeah,
in my
I mean,
life.
I'm sure this is just fucking Google, right? Because if you go to New York, because like you ask a New Yorker, you're like, okay, bring me to the best pizza place in New York. Like he's gonna take you down like 3 alleyways, like up a flight of stairs, down a flight of stairs, like into a trap door.
And then you'll yell at me like you yell at your mom for trying to buy handbags.
Yeah, this is different. I'm on the pursuit of pizza, Sam. This is more for me than you know. I'm not. Listen,
okay.
I die.
So it's okay to risk your life as long as it's for food and not handbags. I see.
100%.
I see.
Yeah, of course. That's something that I want. You know, if
Yeah,
I died getting handbags,
exactly.
I'd be like, great. My whole life I was a follower, and I followed my mother straight into the arms of death. But if I'm
a follower,
but if I'm on the pursuit of pizza,
okay.
if I'm on the pursuit of pizza and I die on that pursuit, that's a noble pursuit. You know?
That's the pursuit of happiness right there. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of pizza.
That's what that movie's about.
That is definitely on a tank top in a yoga mom's dresser drawer somewhere.
Pursuit of
Life,
pizza.
liberty, and the pursuit of pizza. And she wears it to hot yoga before going to the farmer's market on a weekend. And her kids, Caden and Liberty, spelled Liberteigh. Spilled goddamn kombucha all over it, and she won't get rid of it for some reason.
This is the most delicious pizza in the world. It has a kombucha base with dairy-free cheese, like CHEEZE. And then instead of pepperonis, I just put some flower petals. Like, oh, delicious.
Oh shit, flower petals.
Yeah.
Oh, love it. Thank you. You
Mm.
can eat dandelions, don't you know? Yeah, shut the fuck up. What the fuck is
Yeah,
this?
but
Get
why?
this out of
But
my
why would I do
face.
that? You could also eat food. Like my. It's funny. This actually reminds me of a funny
Yeah.
story. My roommate, my ex roommate in college or university, I suppose. Was really into oatmeal. Like he loved oatmeal. He would just like eat it for breakfast because it's like a
Uh,
healthy breakfast. You know, you put strawberries or whatever in it, and like
uh-huh.
little bit of brown sugar or whatever, and you have yourself like a tasty little breakfast. So one day he was like to us, the other roommates, like, "Yo guys, like you guys want some oatmeal?" And my other roommate was like, "No, I don't want fucking oatmeal because it's not the 1800s anymore. Like I could eat whatever I want. Like I don't eat.
You know the depression is over, right? You know it's over?
Yeah, yeah. We're not horses, dude. You're just eating oats.
Man, I've come around on oatmeal though in my old age,
Good for
but only
you.
the
I've never had it.
only the apple cinnamon flavor.
It's supposed to be eaten hot, right?
You can eat it hot or I mean like you can eat it cold, but I think the people who eat it cold are fucking serial killers.
I mean,
I
that
think
sounds
oatmeal is meant to be
depressing.
eaten hot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it is kind of a depressing food, I'll admit that, but lately, I mean like last night aside because I downed a bag of ketchup chips all by myself last night. But
Mm,
for the
good
most
for you.
part, I'm coming to realize that my enjoyment of food stems from how it makes me feel after,
Oh, for
not
sure. Yeah.
wow, not during. So
Hmm.
like ketchup chips feel good in the moment, but I feel like shit right now. Like I feel I don't want to say bloated because I'm not bloated, but I feel like I'm bigger than I actually am. Like I'm
Yeah. You got the
dissociating from
stoner
my body a
hangover.
little bit. And
Oh,
like
Sam.
my mouth, I mean they were ketchup chips, so I can't feel my tongue.
Right.
Like I literally like I have not been able to feel my tongue all day because
Wow.
it's just burnt. It's just
You you
burnt.
you must have really fucking dusted that bag of ketchup chips. Like
Oh
you.
man, I like ate them, but like my thing with like chips that are dusted with something like ketchup chips or dill pickle chips or salt and vinegar chips is that I suck on them on the way down like a Jolly Rancher. I
Oh,
just suck the ever loving
interesting.
life out of them. So like I really put it to work last night. I really did.
Okay, I have a sidebar question because we're talking about food opinions.
Okay.
Who knew at this podcast we're talking about food opinion?
Mm-hmm.
Um, so you like ketchup chips, right?
Yeah, I am
What's your
Canadian.
opinion? What's your opinion on ketchup seasoning on popcorn?
Uh, you know what? Not bad.
Right? It just tastes like ketchup
I
chips.
don't choose to do it. I don't choose to do it, but I can acknowledge that it literally does taste like ketchup chips. Like as long as it's
Yeah.
not heavily buttered or anything on top of that, like if it's just like normal ass popcorn, like
Mm-hmm.
yeah, no, it does the same thing for me that ketchup chips do for me. But when I eat popcorn, what I want is butter, like butter and
Right.
salt. So
Right.
I never choose to do it, but you know, if put in front of me, I will eat
Yeah.
it.
I'm one of those guys,
Like
as you
most
know. I'm one of
things.
those guys who always gets flavor shakers when I go to the movie theater because like I like the movie theater
Yeah.
butter mixed with the white cheddar. Like I actually think it tastes very good. But I get so
Mm-hmm.
many like weird looks for doing that shit. Like all of my friends are used to it because
Mm-hmm.
we've been going to the movies for like 15 fucking years at this point. But I swear to God, like
Yeah.
I asked the person behind the counter, like, can I get one of those white cheddar flavor shakers? And they look at me like I just told them I'm Adolf Hitler or something.
Yeah.
It's like I just
And
want
they
the
like go into
powder,
a
dude.
box that's labeled
Yeah,
they
yeah,
like dig into a box that's labeled like white cheddar popcorn 1945
yeah.
and like take out
Exactly. Yeah. Hey, excuse me, manager. Do you have the key? I
Yeah.
need the actual lock and key so I can open up the vault to get the old flavor. This idiot wants the flavor shakers. Yeah, that'll be one.
Hey, hey, Ricky. Ricky, do you know where the flavor shakers are? Yeah, dude, like I've worked here as long as you have, but I've never fucking heard of them either. We have that? Is that a thing? And then like the old ass manager who's worked there for like 15 years is like, they're back here, and they like
Yeah.
go into like a broom closet with like chemicals in it, and they find like a box that's labeled like fucking like Vietnam, like 1967, and just
Yeah,
like
really.
dig them out, give them to you. We're like,
They'd be like,
here, I guess.
it's like, could I please? And that'll cost one farm penny from the 1600s, please. And it's like,
Sorry, sir.
well, I don't.
This nickel. This nickel was made in 2006. It's too new. We can't accept
Yeah,
this. This
yeah.
isn't this isn't
I
the
don't know what you want,
appropriate
buddy.
currency for this. Yeah. Is this what the weird fifth slot in the till is? Is that what that is? Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah, really. There's always that extra slot in the till where it's like it's just the empty one.
Yeah, it's like not big enough for like you think that it's for like the odd time that someone hands you like a $50 or $100 bill, but it doesn't fit it. It's too narrow. So it's like, what the fuck do I do with this?
Yeah, really. Actually, it's
It's for
funny.
farm pennies.
You'll probably resonate with this because you deal with tills as well at your job. But something that my coworkers do, some of my younger coworkers do, that like um not irks me because I'm not going to go out of the way to say that it like bothers me or anything. But we have our normal tills,
Mm.
so you have all the bills in one place. But at the end of the night, we have to count the overage, right? We have to make sure the till balances at 200 and then take the
Yeah.
overage. Like anywhere you work, like you're gonna have to do something like this.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
they do to get ahead of the curve is to take any cash they get during the day at all and just put it in like the empty slot that doesn't get used. So by the end of the day, the float never
Mm.
changes. But the problem with that is that
Mm.
if everyone isn't on board with that plan, it's useless because you
Yeah.
have to count. Because
Gets
if
out of
even
hand. Yeah.
if even one quarter ends up in the quarters, you gotta fucking count them. Like you have to, you can't just be like, oh, here
Mm-hmm.
we go, like this is all the money. So yeah, I don't know why that made me
Yeah.
think of that, but I was just like,
Hmm.
it's not the good scheme, boys. It's not the good scheme.
Yeah, it's also like, well, it's kind of like you said, like even if okay, so let's say that like two of my coworkers, like I'm the closer, and like two of my other coworkers are both the kind of people, like we're all the kind of people who do this like skimming thing where you just like skim the
Yeah,
top of the register every time you get money to make sure that there's always $200 in the till. Um, I still don't trust that you didn't like forget a nickel
yeah,
somewhere.
it
I
happens.
I know that like no one's gonna I know that like if the till is like a nickel over, then like no one's gonna ream you out for that because it's literally 5 cents. Like
Hmm.
they're not gonna give you the third degree over 5 cents. No one
Right.
does that. But I still can't help but think like, well, what if someone messes up though? What if someone forgets? What if someone, humans are humans and we mess up sometimes. So
Humans are beings that err.
stop trying to life hack everything and just do things as they normally are, which is a beautiful segue into my next problem that I've been experiencing during quarantine that I was ranting to you about yesterday, which is my mother's tendency to life hack. I don't know if anybody else has this problem, but my
I love your
mother
mom.
cannot stop needlessly life hacking. And
Mm.
mom, I know you listen to all of our episodes like right when they come out, so you're gonna hear this, and I'm sorry. You're also probably hearing me record this, so I'm sorry.
Well,
I love you, and like in the grand scheme of things, like this isn't really a big deal, but for 26 years now, I have watched my mother try everything. Go like she goes through these phases where she's like, if we do this, it'll make our lives so much easier, or it's so much better if we do this, or we'll save so much money if we do this. And it's like, it doesn't actually save us that much money. It doesn't actually make that much of a difference. It doesn't actually matter that much.
right.
Just can we do it? Can we do the thing normally?
Hmm.
Like, okay, so
Like cut it.
the one
Okay,
that
like
bothers
in order
me,
to cut corners, you have to actually cut a corner.
yeah.
Like like
Exactly.
you can't half cut
Exactly.
corners.
Exactly. Exactly. So I don't know which one to start with. But I guess like the one that I was ranting to you about yesterday is that she has this thing where we have this giant jug of fabric softener, or we had this giant
Yeah,
jug of fabric softener, this like economy size fabric softener, and we finished it, as you do.
normally.
What my mom has decided is that this fabric softener jug is the king of all fabric softener jugs, and it cannot be thrown out. So what she has done in an effort to air quote make our lives easier is every time we get a new jug of fabric softener, she pours it into the old jug of fabric softener, and it just saves so much. It saves, and I'm like, how what is it saving? What is it saving? We still have to buy a new jug of fabric softener every time. we run out of fabric softener. So we are still producing the same amount of fabric softener as consumers. So what are we saving? What are we saving?
So hang on, let me get this perfectly straight so the people at home can understand as well. You have a big jug of fabric softener
Yes.
in your home. That
Yes.
like is the one you use all the
Yes.
time. And
Yes.
you buy other jugs that are the same size and pour
Nope.
it
Different
into the bigger
sizes.
one. Oh, okay, cool. But
We
at that
have,
point, like,
yeah,
why though?
slightly smaller ones. So she bought like this like value packs, like big jug of fabric softener, not quite Costco size, but like big, um like a couple years ago, and has since continued to just buy regular sized jugs of fabric softener because there's only two of us. Like before
Well,
Corona,
yeah,
we
yeah,
only made so much laundry. We would literally let the laundry pile up and then do like almost our entire wardrobe's worth of laundry. So we don't actually use that much fabric. We don't do that much laundry in a month, at least not before
of
Corona.
course, yeah,
Now we do laundry almost every day because on any given day, one of us is probably working at the grocery store and we need to wash our uniforms. But before Corona, it was rare. Like we really waited until one of us was like out of underwear and then we would do laundry. So like, I don't know why she felt the need to save this giant jug of fabric softener because we don't need it.
no,
We use a
it
normal
doesn't. It
amount
doesn't
of
sound like
fabric
you do.
softener. Um, and it's really not like it's not, I can understand if she was trying to like keep plastic out of the landfills and blah blah blah, but A, we recycle, and B, you have to keep buying new jugs of fabric softener anyways, so what is it saving in the
Yeah,
long run? Like what is it
I,
saving? And then
I am legitimately confused.
on top of that, it's inconveniencing us because now we have put so many different kinds, like so many different scents of fabric softener into this one jug that
Yeah,
sediment is starting to build up. And like I go to pour fabric softener into the washing machine, and there are like chunks. There are like chunks of fabric softener just like in the fucking jug, and they don't disintegrate once the laundry starts. So I'm like, yesterday I was like taking laundry out of the machine to dry, and there was this like residue all over our fucking clothes because there's like year-old fabric softener in the bottom of the
right.
fucking fabric softener jug and it won't go
Yeah,
away. So and then I have to do like another rinse cycle to like get rid of the sediment, and it's like,
right.
just throw it out. Oh my god.
Yeah. So you guys
Oh
have the
my god.
swamp water version of fabric softener in your home, like the old like soda
Yes,
trick where you
literally.
fill up all the sodas. Like you guys have that.
Yes. 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 She's made, yeah, we have soda water fabric softener and it's driving me crazy. And I tried to like bring it up to her last night and she was like, "Well, why would we throw it out? Like why would we throw it out? It's such a waste." And I'm like, "Because we are wasting water. Your life hack is wasting water with every extra cycle that we have to do."
It's a good point.
And you just can't see
Sorry, mom.
sense with it. That's the thing. That's the thing about life hacks. I will murder whoever invented the term life hack if we ever find them, because
I'll
it
look it up.
doesn't
Keep talking.
actually save anything or anybody. If anything, it's causing more loss of life because I'm about to pop off. So like, what are we doing here? Like, what are we doing here? These life hacks just drive people crazy and like make them think that they're saving all of this money or saving all of this time or saving all of these resources, and it's fucking not. It's not. It's just a
Wow.
different way of creating the same amount of waste. Like,
Do you
get
want
out
to
of
hear
here
some
with
shit?
this.
Do you want to
What?
hear some shit? So
Of
the
course,
term
always.
the term life hack was coined in 2004 by a technology journalist named Danny O'Brien to describe, and
Mm.
quote, the embarrassing scripts and shortcuts productive IT professionals use to get their work
Oh
done.
well.
He said he coined life hack as a mockery. And people just ran with that shit. People were just like, oh wait, life hacks are
Get
dope,
the
let's do it.
fuck out of here. Get out of here with that shit. Are you kidding me?
Danny O'Brien was making
It's
fun of
literally
people when he invented the term life hack.
for the exact reason I'm mad at my mom for life hacks now, because
Yeah.
they're not productive. They're not productive.
No.
And they don't, like, they trick you into thinking that you're this like genius who's like come up with this way. It's like, ooh, You know, that's like I saw this life hack that it was thankfully my mom hasn't gotten a hold of it yet, so none of you tell her about it.
Yeah, I mean, she's
But
gonna listen to this.
it was like you take an empty Kleenex box and you fold up like plastic grocery bags in such a way that it like dispenses them like Kleenex, so
Oh,
that you can just
sure.
like pluck, so you can pluck them out like Kleenexes as you need them for
Yeah,
like
yeah.
garbage or whatever
That's not
else
that
you may
bad.
reuse plastic bags for. But then you have to restock it when you run
Okay.
out. So it's like give it like a solid month. I seriously, like, that little amount of time, give a person a month and they will eventually just like stop doing that. And then
It's
you'll be like,
true.
"Hey, what's that empty Kleenex box doing over there?" And they're like, "Oh, that's for my I was using it to like dispense plastic bags from, and like I just don't like refilling it. Because then I have to like fold it, and like, you have to get like 20 grocery bags and just sit there and fold them and fold them and fold them, and then like you just gave up. And then before you know it, there's an empty Kleenex box sitting on your like countertop that's
Forever.
not being used for anything. And guess what that is then? Garbage. You're living
Right.
amongst garbage. You're a garbage person. You're living amongst garbage
It's true.
because of this
It's true.
fucking life hack.
Well, because
Life hack.
life hacks need to be upheld, right? Like you just said, they need to be like
Yeah, you
maintained
have to
and
keep you have to keep doing them. You have to, like, in order for a life hack to work, you have to make a new habit. And
right.
adult human beings find it very hard to create new habits. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it
It's
takes
hard
a
though.
lot
Yeah.
of mental fortitude to make it work. You have to want to make it work. And for something as small as like dispensing grocery bags or like saving fabric softener, quote unquote, it's like not worth it in the long run. So like, what are we doing here? Living amongst garbage. That's what we're doing. We're just hoarding
Mm,
more garbage, saying that we're gonna like fix our whole lives for it. But you're living amongst garbage. Like, just throw
right.
stuff out. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
lord.
Well, at that point, like, yeah. I mean, like, what's the point of doing life hacks when, like, not for anything, but I'm sure there's something you could buy that wouldn't be like considered garbage that would still give you the desired effect of what you want, right? Like I'm sure you
Yeah,
could
yeah.
buy
You
like
go to
a bin.
IKEA. You go to IKEA and you get one of those like shitty plastic thingies, like those white plastic thingies with the holes in them, and you
Mm,
just like pull them out. Then all the
wait,
holes in
wait a
them let
minute.
you like pull out plastic bags as you need them.
You guys have one of those, don't you?
Yes, yes, Cameron. I do. I do.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
what I
and it
thought.
fucking
Okay.
works. And it's great. Yeah, yeah. So you don't need these life hacks.
Yeah, I do have to say, like, you guys, I'm impressed by this, but you and your mom go way above and beyond when it comes to conserving plastic grocery bags. You guys do this thing that I've never seen before,
Yeah.
which is you guys like flatten it out and like fold it up into little triangles, and then once you have the little triangles, then you put them in
Oh, we don't do that
the.
anymore.
Oh, really? Okay.
We don't do that anymore. Yeah, no, we kind of because
I mean,
like
it was super
especially
fucking
now with
tedious to
like
watch you
Corona
guys
and
do it.
stuff like that, like we do these massive like grocery hauls. So we have, and like you're not allowed to bring your own bags anymore. So like we have like fucking like 10, 11, 12 grocery bags. We're not gonna sit there and like fold them all and like do it
Right,
all.
right.
There are some, like, every once in a while we'll just like get the spirit and like do it, but for the most part we just like shove them in.
Well, there you go.
We just fucking
I guess that's what
shove
it's
them right in
for.
there.
You know, it's what it's designed for
Yeah.
anyway. Because you can actually
Yeah,
use the
yeah,
holes to
whatever.
pull the bags out anyway. So there you go.
Yeah, so we just pull them out in a couple weeks whenever we're flipping the garbage over. So
Mm. The
it
only I have
doesn't
to say
fucking
though,
matter.
in terms of our conversation with life hacks, the only life hack that I've ever like applied ever, and like to this day I still stand by that it's a good substitute if you're in a pinch, is that if you have like if you're the kind of person or someone in your friend group's the kind of person who has like a pocket knife. And you don't need like an intense pocket knife, but like a knife, something
Uh
to cut.
huh.
Even keys
Uh
would
huh.
work, scissors,
Uh
whatever.
huh. Uh huh.
And you
Uh
order a
huh.
pizza, and you don't have any plates. You can actually divvy up the pizza box really well to get like half decent sized plates to use if you don't have anything to
Oh.
use at all. Yeah,
Oh. Interesting.
yeah. Me and
Interesting.
my roommates back in university did that shit.
So you cut up the physical box and make plates that way?
So yeah, basically what we used to do is like we'd get a box, get a pizza, and if we didn't have any plates, which wasn't often, but like in res is definitely an issue,
Mm-hmm.
we would cut off the top of the pizza box and divvy that up into like sizable little plates for everyone to
Oh,
use.
interesting. I mean, like
Yeah,
it's literally a paper plate at that
legit.
point.
That's all it
So,
is. Yeah, it's cardboard.
so like it just doesn't have the fucking stupid royal chinette pattern on it, but like it's a paper plate.
Yeah, yeah, really. But
So
yeah,
yeah, there you go. That's
that's
smart.
probably the only life hack that
See,
I can
like that's
think
a good
of.
life hack because then you also throw it out after. My mom, bless her heart, would be like, "We'll save this for the next time we need like extra paper plates." And I'm like, "Mom, you
We'll
don't
just
understand.
wash the
You
cardboard.
recycle, you recycle the yeah. We'll just wash the cardboard." And it's like, no, 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 no. Throw out the garbage. It's
Right.
garbage. Throw it out. Throw out the garbage. The other thing that she does that drives me crazy and is like so gross is that if we, and I forget this all the time because I love fried chicken, but whenever we get a bucket of chicken, she'll take the bucket and use that as our compost for the week. We compost at my house.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
But my
Because
mom
you,
my mom
yeah,
doesn't like how full it gets because it's like compost is like wet and like moldy. So she
right. But
doesn't like how full it
don't you
gets.
change it
So
every week anyway?
listen, I've tried to tell her and she does not listen. She pulls
Okay.
the when you get your own place card. She does that shit to me. I don't know why.
Wow.
Like the thing about that is that like my mom and I actually like living together. Like
Of course.
live together we live together pretty well. So like she only pulls the when you have your own place card, she pulls that as a trump card when she just doesn't want to have the conversation anymore. So she'll take the chicken bucket and use this compost for the week. But the thing about the bucket is that it doesn't close, like she doesn't replace, the like the shitty little cardboard lid that buckets of chicken comes with. She doesn't
Yeah,
like
yeah.
replace that as the week
Okay.
goes on.
You plastic wrap it.
No, she just leaves it open. So there's like an open
Oh,
container of garbage open on the kitchen
right.
counter for a week.
Where? Yeah, and
For
you
a
guys
week.
prepare food there
That's
and
the
stuff.
compost.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where I
Wow.
prepare food, where I eat from, where my clean dishes go, where I wash dishes, open on the counter because it's just so
Well,
much easier because then you just throw out the whole thing. The bucket is compostable, so you just throw out the whole thing. And I'm like, no, I understand. And like maybe if you put it under the sink, we could talk, but you put it on the counter. You put it on the counter, and as the week goes on, the garbage juice soaks through the bottom and gets all over the countertop and it leaves a wet spot.
oh
And it's
no.
literally disgusting. It's literally
Well,
unsanitary.
it's not
Like you
meant to
could not do
because
that.
like.
You couldn't do that in a restaurant. Like
Well, yeah, I mean, it's also like not for anything, but like, listen, I commend your mother for her creativity. Like, to be perfectly honest, but at the same time, that that chicken bucket isn't meant for long term storage at all. It's not. It's literally not
no,
designed that
not
way.
especially not long-term wet storage.
And if you put compost in it, and the bucket is compostable, the bucket is composting on your counter. Like
As
like
Thank you. Thank
like.
you. Can you tell her? Can you tell her she likes you? Maybe she'll listen to you.
Maybe when she listens to this, she'll see that
Fuck.
perspective.
Damn.
You guys can't see
Like
her Sam's face at home, but you seem genuinely distressed.
if you're listening and you want to compromise, mom, like just put it under the kitchen sink. Like we just won't deal with the actual like city approved compost bin that we have been given by the city. We won't do that for the week. We'll just do the chicken bucket. We'll just do the fucking chicken bucket. Okay? We can do that. But like on the counter where I make food, we have had actual blowouts about this because it's like I don't want to tell you what to do with your house. It is your house. But like I am also trying not to die.
Right.
I don't want to
Yeah.
I'm trying not to get goddamn listeria from your garbage juice leaking into my food while I'm trying to cook. Get your garbage juice out of my oatmeal.
Yeah.
Get your garbage juice out of my oatmeal.
There
Damn.
you go.
Fuck.
Yeah. That's
Shit.
going to be the title of this episode is garbage juice.
Just fuck out of here. I can't.
Well,
but other than that, everything's swimming and my mom's the best. But just like the life hacks, I can't. I fucking can't.
right. All right.
Every time she comes in with a new life hack, or she comes home from hanging out with a friend, this is before COVID, she would come home from a friend and be like, they told me about the cutest little trick. And I'm like, here we fucking go. 3 months of this life hack until you get tired of it, and then we just have the garbage remains from your life hack just
Right.
sitting out.
Like a
A
trophy,
reminder.
like a collection of trophies.
Yeah. Back in the days, it would just be, a couple of yogurt containers, we would just have a bunch of old Activia tubs that no one would know what to do with, but that was the extent of it. And now it's just garbage on garbage on garbage on garbage. We got to save everything so we can use it for something else. No, it's garbage. We
Right.
throw out garbage in the
Well,
garbage.
you know what you got to do now, Sam. You know what you got to do. You have to have the passive aggressive silent roommate wars with your mother now. Like just like when next time
I
she
know.
does the chicken bucket thing, just like take the chicken bucket and then put it underneath the sink. And then every time you see it out, just do it again and just like do it again and do it again. And then one of you will cave. One of you will eventually go, you know what? Fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. It's under the sink or it's on the counter. You know.
Yeah.
You gotta
Yeah.
start leaving post-it
Yeah.
notes around, like leave like a
Yeah.
post-it note like on the chicken bucket, like underneath
Passive
the sink.
aggressive past yeah, yeah. Passive
Yeah.
aggressive post-it notes. Just be like,
Oh,
the chicken bucket goes under the sink now. That's
yeah,
where it
really.
goes.
And then one of you replaces the other shampoo with bleach, and it gets out of hand. Yeah.
Oh, gets real Matilda up in here.
Yeah. I knew a girl whose roommate did that to her.
That's so shitty. Was it
Yeah,
raw
man.
bleach, or did she at least dilute it a little bit?
Well, it was mixed in with the shampoo, so it was like
Oh
shampoo
no.
bleach mixture.
I mean,
Well,
like,
because like,
at least it
well,
was
listen, you have to
diluted, but
understand.
like that's fucked up.
You have to understand. This is like first year girl, like straight out of high school. They went to Catholic school like me, so like
Yeah.
everyone's all fucked up, and they do this passive aggressive note shit, and then it gets out of hand, and now one girl don't got hair no more. So like, it's just like,
No, that's really mean though. I read a really No, I'm not gonna go there. Fuck it. Just fuck
well,
it. Just
okay.
don't put bleach in your roommates. There's just like a really shitty story about a white girl who had a black roommate and didn't like it, so she put like every disgusting human substance known to man in this girl's toiletry. She put semen, she put
Oh,
period
oh, what?
blood, she put spit all up in her
Where, whoa,
toiletries.
whoa, where did she just get semen? You just like hoard some cum from the last time you had sex. You like
I was
squeeze
gonna
your legs
say,
together
like,
and like run over to a cup, and it's just like,
yeah, like ew. 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 I hope to God she didn't cream pie in her roommate's fucking shampoo. That's disgusting.
Yeah, really. Did you
That's
put cum in my shampoo?
disgusting.
Like, yeah, and it was in me, Catherine. Fuck you.
Ugh. Ugh. Anyway, she in jail now, and that girl's GoFundMe. I would link to the girl's GoFundMe since we joked about it, but she surpassed her goal. So
so she's fine.
hopefully she's just getting the medical attention that she needs, because she did get a bacterial infection and she did get sick. This is her first year of university too. Like, this girl just decided that she hated that she had a black roommate, and like decided to like literally try and kill her, and she got arrested.
What a colossal piece of shit.
Yeah, no, she's trash. I hate her so much. We should make fun of her. I'm gonna try and find her and like,
let's find her name, home address. Yeah, let's just send this all out to the internet.
Period. Blood. Racist.
Let's just dox her. Let's just dox the shit out of her.
Well, I mean, like, she's already been processed through the police. Right. So like, what are you gonna do?
She got doxed by the law.
Exactly. That's what you get. Yeah, Connecticut college student says roommate rubbed used tampon on her bag. Yep.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. A former college freshman in Connecticut has been charged with a hate crime after she allegedly tormented a black roommate she called Jamaican Barbie, which I don't see as an insult, personally. But like, the racist actions were, it's like if you want to hurt somebody's feelings, if you want to call them a racist name, then like, but like, there should be a Jamaican Barbie, and there probably is one. There was probably some like Barbies of the world, and there's like a Jamaican Barbie, and she's probably gorgeous, and she's probably the best looking one out of all of them. But that's racist as fuck. Yeah, confessed to licking dining utensils, smearing menstrual blood on her backpack.
Wow. what could possibly drive
Yeah.
you besides the obvious like racism, but like what could possibly drive you to hate someone so much that you hatch these like little schemes, these like
Yeah.
little nefarious plots to like
Yeah.
ruin their life? Like get over it. Like what the hell is wrong with
Yeah.
you?
Oh, because you got a black roommate. Like, you're
And like
racist. You're
listen
so
man, like
racist.
listen man, racism is wrong. And like if this girl was like but you see, but even then, that doesn't even make any sense. If your roommate is an asshole, that doesn't mean you should torture them. You know, that doesn't. Like, you just talk to them
But she
about it.
wasn't. She was literally just living well black. Like, that's all it was.
Leave them a passive aggressive post-it note like everybody else.
Yeah.
You know, like come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. But don't worry, homegirl, Brianna Brochu was her name. She got expelled from school. She'll probably never get into another school again.
Yeah,
I don't
well, I'm pretty
know.
sure you said she was in jail.
And she got arrested. Did she get arrested? She got arrested and charged with a hate crime. So,
Oh wow, that's a serious charge,
yeah,
especially in the States. Yeah,
especially in
it's fucked up.
Connecticut. The fuck?
Yeah.
So like, yeah, she fucked up.
Do you know how bad, Sam? Okay, do you know how fucking badly you have to have been so racist and get fucked up so hard to get charged with a hate crime as a white girl in Connecticut?
Yeah.
The Connecticut government was like, that was pretty racist.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Like, listen, we don't take action on any of this shit, but like, that was heinous. That's some serial killer shit. You gotta stop. Miss.
Yeah. The judge is like, listen, if you follow them around the store and if you make sure they're not stealing anything, that's one thing, but this is a hate crime. And everyone is like, you're a judge.
Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
In Alabama.
Yeah.
But yeah. It's one of those W. Kamau Bell like in Alabama moments where it's like you fucked up because the racists called your act racist. So like you fucked up.
Some Jeff Sessions shit. Yeah. Just someone that had to come out and judge. Like, you know, all of the racist right-wing Republican pundits in the United States are talking one day, and it's like, you know, Jeff is like really racist. Like, we're racist. Like, we're of course, but like, Jeff is like
listen.
Really
I don't want black people moving into my neighborhood either, but like, he takes it too far. Okay, he takes it too far. Like, I wouldn't go so far as to
listen. I know a barista on my local Starbucks who's black, and she's really nice. You know, like
listen, like spray painting the N-word on your black neighbor's spray painting the N-word on your Muslim neighbor's garage door is one thing. I can excuse that. But like, this is too much. This is just way too much.
Yeah, it's like, wait a minute, you could excuse that first thing?
Yeah. You can excuse racism.
I was about to say, that's a Community bit, right? Where one of them is like, I could excuse racism, but this is too far. Like,
Britta, who is like known to be like Britta's like a true millennial. I feel like Dan Harmon had like millennials in mind when he wrote Britta, because Britta like cares so much about everything, but has absolutely shit execution when it comes to like actually trying to help the people that she thinks are hurting. Mm-hmm. So, she was like, I can excuse somebody mentioned some like animal cruelty thing. She's like, I can excuse racism, but I draw the line at animal cruelty. And Shirley, who is black, was like, you can excuse racism?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Yeah, she's also excellent at filtering water.
Yeah. That's all she's good at. That's all she's good at. Oh man, I just watched the D&D episode of Community, and like, you got to get on that shit, man. Because I'm not going to tell you to watch it right from the jump. You have to earn it. You have to like understand the group dynamic first before you can watch and enjoy the D&D episode. That episode is so good. It's so good. Oh,
people really talk about it. People talk about it incessantly. Whenever I talk about D&D to people who don't play D&D, which isn't often, mind you, but like when it does happen, every time it's always like, do you watch Community? Yeah. And I'm like, no. And like, they have a great D&D episode. I'm like, I know. Yeah, I too have eyes and ears. Yeah. Like I've heard this before.
You should make that next on your list, since you're going through Broad City so quickly. Are you done season 3?
No, it's funny. This week, I got about halfway through a bunch of shows. I got halfway through season 3 of Broad City, which has been great. I got halfway through The Last Dance, which has been awesome. I got halfway through like season 4 of Adventure Time, halfway through The Midnight Gospel. So I've watched the
Mm.
half of a lot of things. Halfway through the new season of Six or
Okay.
Seven, which has been great. Yeah,
Okay.
it's just been a lot
Yeah.
of halves.
Yeah, I started up Avatar again for the first time after not touching it for a really, really, really long time. I
Hmm.
started season 3. Um, it's been really good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
book
I'm
Fire,
really
book
enjoying
three
it.
Fire is the best one in my opinion. It's good
You
shit.
think so? That's
Well,
cool.
it's tough as a package. The whole show is amazing. Like, truth be told, like, the third season wouldn't be good without the context of the first two, obviously.
Yeah.
But book 3 changes the game in a lot of ways. Like, it really takes the characters out of their comfort zone for obvious reasons
Mhm.
that
Mhm.
they're in the Fire
Mhm.
Nation and now and shit. So
Totally, totally, totally.
good shit. Oh,
Um
by the way, everyone, welcome to the Chill Spot podcast. It's now the end of the Chill Spot podcast.
Yeah, we didn't formally introduce it, but that's fine. Everything was flowing and grooving and
Yeah,
moving and good.
we're
So,
grooving and moving and grooving and moving and moving and grooving.
yeah, totally.
So, would you say that
But
lesson number one is that life hacks are bullshit?
stop it with the life hacks. It doesn't work. It's not that great. Like, just save yourself the garbage, you know?
Right.
So yeah, rule number 1, chill with the life hacks.
Oh,
Lesson
we're
number
under rules
2
now.
is yeah. Yeah, no, it's not just like, oh, like here's a lesson. No, it's a rule.
Yeah,
Chill with the
yeah,
life
yeah.
hacks.
Yeah. First ever chill
Um
spot rule. We have lots of lessons, but this is a rule,
yeah.
The chill spot
Um
commandments.
yeah, lesson number 2 is don't be racist. Like don't be the most racist that
Yeah.
makes other racists even go, wow, that's pretty
Yeah.
racist. Like don't
I
be that
I feel
girl.
like we've said this lesson many a time on many a podcast that racism, as a rule of thumb, commandment number 2 of the Chill Spot podcast commandments is to never be
Yeah.
racist.
Yeah, please no. Please
Yeah.
please don't do it. Please keep all of your menstrual blood up in yourself and your tampon
Mm-hmm.
or your Diva
Mm-hmm.
cup or your pad or whatever it is that
Or
you
what else? What else?
use.
No, what else? What else? What else?
Or your soft cup or your underwear if you free flow, rock on. Or your
Punk rock, punk rock.
your OB tampon if you're a piece of shit.
What the
Your
fuck is an OB
fucking
tampon?
OB. Okay, so if you've ever seen a tampon before, a tampon comes with an applicator. They're either plastic or cardboard,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
it's like
what
the
you
little
use to
plastic. Yeah,
push. You use it to push the tampon into the
yeah,
vagina.
yeah. Of course, I've seen that.
OBs don't come with an applicator,
So it's just cotton,
so
just like
there's an indentation in the bottom of the tampon for your finger to just push it up there.
just jam it
So
up there,
like
jam it up
yeah,
your pee
yeah,
hole.
yeah. And every time you need a tampon, there's always some bitch with an OB tampon that's like, like no, applicators are better for the environment. You're like, shut the fuck up, bitch. I'm not trying to fucking. Although now I'm starting to rethink OB tampons because I used a Diva cup for the longest time. I stopped using a Diva cup because I got an IUD, and the IUD, there's a risk that the suction from the Diva cup may rip out your IUD. Look into it.
That sounds like it hurts.
But when I was using the Diva cup, obviously I was getting like all up in my guts, my own guts, to
Right.
insert and take out the Diva cup. So maybe I should just chill on OB tampons and just like,
There you go.
ease up a little bit. But
Lesson number 3 is to maybe
I just said
reconsider
that
your
to be
stance on
sensational.
tampons.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, truly do check yourself before you wrecked yourself, because I wrecked myself just there. I remembered just how much of myself I touched when I was using a Diva cup, and I really didn't have a right to say you're a bitch if you use OB tampons.
There you go.
It's just old shit that I haven't processed yet, and we're figuring it out. We're figuring it out, friends. We're figuring it out.
One step at a time, folks. One step at a effing time.
Yep. If I can say lesson number 3, though, lesson number three is that we joined Twitch.
Yeah. I was about to get into that.
So, and we're having a good time with it. And you guys have been so fun and like have joined in and talked to us and asked us questions and like give us shit for our gaming, more so Cam's gaming, because Cam's the one at the helm for this one. But yeah, we play a bunch of fun games. We're trying to get more ideas as to what else to play. But follow us, twitch.tv/chillspot, and
That's
join
right.
in and join the conversation.
Yeah.
Because that's also kind of why our podcast, I don't think we did a podcast last week.
No,
So
because we were really focusing on live streaming. We're trying to really
yeah,
get that ball off the ground.
yeah. So um that's why that happened. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like Twitch streaming is basically just like one long ass podcast with video games. So
Yeah. And you
if
get to
you
talk to us directly. It's pretty rad.
yeah, so if you have a free evening and you have spare 3 hours and you want to hole up and come join us, twitch.tv/chillspot
That's
and
where
do
we
that.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go, guys. And as always, a link to our brand shiny new spanking Twitch channel will be in the description.
Hey. Yes,
You can find us
yes.
on YouTube. If you
Yes, sir.
search Chill Spot into YouTube, you can watch our videos. It's a little, I'm not going to say not dormant, it's just a little slower than normal. Our Twitch VODs are going to be going up on YouTube, but obviously we can't record new videos, really. So it's
Yeah.
been, slow. But we post stuff on there. Once the pandemic passes, we'll get back in the swing of things. But
Mm-hmm.
we want to thank you all for supporting us and listening to us on
Truthfully.
Spotify, Google Play,
Truthfully.
or Apple Podcasts, wherever you might listen to, even YouTube, YouTube.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys next week.
Yes, sir.
Bye.
Or ma'am. Or gender non-conforming individual. Yes.
Yes, anyone.
Yes. Yes.
Them.
Just yes.
Them, you. Yes, yes, yeah. Okay. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.